Hello everyone and welcome, I'm Michael B. I hope you are doing great today. If you're new to this channel, please consider to subscribe and or leave a comment. And while we're at it, smack that like button and the notification bell too. I will surely bring you more videos on simulation, survival and strategy games every week. If you've been here before, welcome back!
Well, hello there, fellow farmers. Welcome back to Riccis Island, and welcome back to a little different episode than I promised would be last time around. This episode should have been concerning tips and tricks and how to get the best start off in Riccis Island. Instead, I have been working my butts off for you guys and girls. I have completed all the builds, I have completed all the product lines, and why is that? Well, according to information from Giants and in connection with the new soil DLC, that will most likely mean that all the modded maps has to be updated, and most likely we have to start new save games all around. So I'm not gonna take any chances, and I wanted to finish up the production here on Riccis Island. So I'll walk you through all the things I've been working on in this episode. It's gonna be really compact, maybe part 1, part 2, I'm not quite sure right now. Just started the recording, so let's see how far we're gonna get. And the next episode, that will be top 10 tips and tricks for this Riccis Island. So, and hopefully getting a bit of the flowcharts done that I haven't been working on the last few days, because it's really time consuming. So what we're gonna focus on here in this episode? Well, I'm gonna show you the dough, the Heinz, the and the Protector and Campbell's, and the Oldman's Mill. Gonna show you the products. Then I'm gonna show you the Tomato Island, the Olive Island, and the Southern Grace Farm. Gonna show the Boathouse and the Pizzeria. Then we're gonna take a little look at the silt, the seaweed production, how to do rice and cranberries. Then I'm gonna show you the Hershey's and the feed mill number 2. We're gonna take a little look at Nick's hideaway, and finally we're gonna go do some fishing and get some seafood. And in the end of it all, I'm gonna wrap the episode off, or episodes off, by a little flyover, so you can see all the bridges and all the mountain passes that has been completed. And yeah, so that's a lot to do, but as you can see, I am driving around down here at the Animal Island, and well, the hard worker is trying to trying to harvest a lot of clover. Now it's getting dark, and well, I'm gonna go down to the Dole Heinz factories, and then we're gonna take a look at what's interesting things that's down there in the very early morning. So I shall see you in a few seconds. Well, very early next morning, and it's a little cloudy. Well, early it's 10:30. But here is the Doles, and they have been quite busy down here, I can see. Yeah, here goes the pallets, and now I'm looking for the icon. Where is the icon? Yeah, battery goes there. Where's the icon? Oh, there it is. So let's see what lovely produce we got in here. Yeah, it takes crate, power cells, water, cucumber, onions, tomatoes, red cabbages, carrots, and lettuce. Right, I think that's all. Sometimes there's even more if you go in to take a look here in the global company scripting. Oh yeah, there's also oranges and cherries, pears and plums and strawberries, grapes and peaches, and apricots too. So there is a lot of stuff down here. It took quite some time to fill all this up, let me tell you that. And well, I had to admit something. I had to use the easy diff controls just to yeah, being able to get time to fill all the factories up. I didn't have time for, plant, harvest, all that stuff in the amounts, the quantities that I wanted to. So sorry about that in beforehand, but that was needed to get all this going. Right. So of course, every time you see a tower like that, it means that here goes the water and possibly other fluids as well. Yeah, here goes the batteries and all the other good stuff. Where is that? Something also goes here, not quite sure, but if you're in doubt, then please check the Trello site for where to unload things. Let's go inside the warehouse here, the doors, take a little look at what's going on. All the lovely things we're gonna get. There's some coleslaw, yes. And here is the, oh, can you slow down? There is the mixed fruit. Yeah, lovely. Mixed fruit and coleslaw. And what we got over here? We got garden salad, yes. That's the 3 things you can get down here. So that's pretty awesome. Right, moving on to the Heinz. Here goes all the pallets, all the crates, I should say. There's some diesel. Yep, here's all the thrash. Oh, look at that. It's filled up with thrash. Well, maybe we can showcase some of it anyways this episode. Huh. And here you drop off all the products that you need down here. And let's take a look at what actually needed. Right. Diesel, of course. Crates, water, sea salt, herb spices, molasses, mustard, onion, cucumber, and tomatoes. Right. Is there even more? Nope, I think that's about it. So, it's a good variety, and we're gonna have, yeah, Heinz variety and sewage. And we got a lot of thrash. Look at that. Yeah, we might want to go get the garbage truck, or a truck that can collect thrash. Right, in here we got, what is that? That is the variety. Got the cool stuff of barbecue sampler pack. Okay, look at all that. Tomato ketchup, sweet relish, yellow mustard, Hawaiian, Memphis barbecue sauce, Carolina. Oh, I'm getting so hungry right now. Right, that's pretty cool. Really cool. Right, good stuff. Right, moving on to the Protector and Gamble. It's just down here. And they make 2 things. And I guess that's toilet paper and paper towels. I think that's all. Yes, it is. And also wood chips. Okay, so what's the input? Well, it's wood chips. Go figure. Diesel and water and more crates. Right. So, wood is supposed to be delivered over here. And still some crates here. Yeah, I thought so. Cool. Yeah, of course, diesel there. And that's about it. Yeah. And the rest of the things should go here. Water. Where is the water tower? As I said last time, if you see a tower, then most likely it needs water. Down there. Down there you put the water in. And we also got a lot of thrash. Alright. Cool. Should we try to spawn some toilet paper and some paper towels? Because I haven't actually seen it. Just 1 pallet of each. I think that'll do. Alright. Over there. Ultra strong. 6 rolls in 1. Oh, is that a bear or is that a squirrel? That's a bear. And the quicker picker upper. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Cool. Right. The old man's mill. Oh, that's gonna be very intriguing. What we got of good stuff. Okay, so what's that? Something I forgot. Duck cuts. Yeah, you don't get duck cuts from down here. I guess there's a pallet that have escaped my attention. But however, you need to provide with steel and pallets. Gonna load that off here. And what else do we need? Where is the icon that was in front? Oh yeah. So water there. And things gonna spawn from here. And what else do we need here? We need power cells. Yes, water, raw rubber, glue, downs, plastic, pellets, steel, and plywood. Oh, yeah, a lot of plywood. And there's a lot of thrash to be picked up. Oh yeah. Is there anything else? Feather dusters, wheelchair line, walker line? No? Seems like everything has been produced. Shall we spawn 1 pallet of each? Let's take a look. Oops. What is that? Oh, look at that. Wheelchair. This is brilliant. It's cool. And walkers, yeah. Oh yeah, time's coming up, folks. And what is that? Old man's feather duster. Feather duster. Nah, I don't want to think about it. Alright, moving on to the tomato garden. And then we're going to look at the olive orchards. And then there's also the Southern Grace Farm. There's the boathouse. And then there's the pizza factory. So should we just start from from left to right. Let's do that. Olive orchards. Right, over here we got a big field of poplars. And when that's harvested, it gives you wood chips. And wood chips you're going to throw in here in the composter. And it's going to produce a lot of compost for you, because the orchards here, it's going to use compost as input. Also water and herbicide and diesel. And I can see we're out of diesel. So that's the only thing that's a little troublesome getting back and forth. That's the diesel. So you need to drive around a lot. But else, if you're making some kind of a local deal here with producing compost instead of manure, then you are pretty good to go. And water, well, you can get water almost anywhere, right? You can put down a water placeable, so that should be awesome. So we got a lot of olives here. Yes, well, 500,000 units. That should do it. Jumping right over to the Southern Grace Farm, and that's exactly the same deal. Again, I plucked down compost production, and that also takes manure in form of compost and diesel, water and herbicide, and it produces pecan nuts for us. There's only 50,000 pecan nuts down here. It takes a little longer to produce, but they are more delicious if you ask me. Right, I just skipped ahead and jumped over to the tomato garden here. Local compost production down here. But over here we got a lot of grass, so you don't have to do wood chips. So that's one thing. Pretty awesome. And yeah, gonna get a lot of tomatoes. Right, so olives and pecan nuts and tomatoes you can also produce over here at the orchards and greenhouses. So you got two places you can produce that stuff. So it's all up to you what you want to prefer. So that's a neat little thing. Right, the boathouse. The boathouse produces firewood. That's really lovely. That comes with a good profit, as we remember. And we are producing boats down here. Yes, really awesome. And surfboards. Cool. And they sell for a good price as well. So once you get your butt over here, then you are in for a good profit. And, well, yeah, 6 glue, wood chips, and that's it. And then it's going to produce firewood from rowboats and surfboards. So for just glue and wood chips, a lot of money. Definitely recommend it. Definitely. So the pizzeria, that's a bit more cumbersome. It takes a lot of stuff. Oh yes it does. Power cells, sea salt, water, onion, mushroom, olives, herb spices, tomatoes, cheese and flour. That's only for the veggie pizza. In here there's also the supreme pizza, and that takes also bacon and ham and sausage, and yeah, that's it. That's the supreme pizza. And then we have a meat pizza that takes well, bacon, pepperoni, sausage, ham. So we need a little more than just vegetables down here. So it needs a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not that complex, but it's a far away place. You need to drive a lot back and forth. So that's, yeah, that's I would say that's an in-game on the island, if you're talking about in-game. So here we got supreme pizza, and we got meat pizza, and then of course we got a lot of veggie pizza, because that's the first thing I brought over, vegetables. So yeah, it takes a lot of animals to create the meat and the supreme pizza, but once you get going, it's going. Moving further on, we got the silt, and we got the seaweed production here, and then we can look into some rice and cranberries. Might need a little setup for the rice and cranberries, but that should be okay. I'll take you through the process, because it can be a little, you need to think a little bit reverse to get this to function. First of all, I need to make sure that we own it. We own one. Okay, so we got test this field out. It's the same deal for all the other water fields, and also cranberries and rice. Right, so let's take a look at the silt pond. So the silt, well, that's not much to it. You need batteries. A lot of them. And then when you get the batteries, you are good to go. Then it produces silt. And silt you can scoop up with a millet machine, or with a, I don't know, a bucket and something like that. Yeah, and again, if in doubt, then take a look at the Trello site for where you can use silt. Moving on to the seaweed pond. Now that takes a little bit of construction, because first of all, you need to build this bridge, and yeah, that's just a project in its own. Gonna happen right here. And once you've built this bridge, all the sea pond itself also, then you get access to all this. It's a pretty huge complex, and down here you need power cells and byproducts. And well, byproducts, I haven't been able to wrap my head around that. That's the only thing on this map. Byproducts, well, I know where we can get byproducts, and that's by the animals. They produce byproducts, but whenever I try to pick it up, I'm not allowed to. It won't go in, so I'm not really sure about that one. But if you know how to get around that, please let me know, because I might forgot something or misunderstood something. I've read the Trello site up and down and back and forth. I'm missing some vital information, I think. But yeah, I get the idea. It's a pretty cool idea. Okay, welcome to Rise Island. Now I like this cool setup. It's really awesome. I like the idea. So what we got here, we got input and output for water, and that is supposed to represent the drain and de-drainage of the field. Now I'm going to take a look. It says there's no water in it, either flooded or unflooded. So to get this to work, we need to put water in. There is already water, yeah, and that's where the little trick comes in, because you need to think kind of reverse. That's just due to scripting and something like that. So don't worry about it. You just need to put water in, and then you can unflood it. So we got these fields for rice and for cranberries. I'm just gonna take a look. This is the rice, it's the light blue, and the cranberries down there. Works exactly the same way. You can harvest underwater if you like to. Let me show you. Should be no problem. You can also grow anything else but rice and cranberries down here. That shouldn't matter. Like that. But if you want a little realism, then you should drain it, right? So why don't we do that? I mean, it's a very cool idea. I really like it. But the game itself got limitations. What? We can't create miracles. Water goes in here, I should think and believe. Let's fill it up with water. There we go, 500,000 units. And then we're gonna go in and we're gonna activate it. Start. Active. And it's gonna take a little while. Just take a look at it and crank up time just a little bit. Like, nope, there we go. Pretty fast. And the water is gone from the field. So it's gone from the input to the output. Almost gone. So everything's gonna come over here eventually. And when you wanna get the water back, then you just take the water from here and you put it right back in here. Couldn't be much more easy, huh? So why don't we set the harvester off? And we're gonna get a lot of rice. And just crank up time a little bit more so the rest of the water can disappear. Come on. And the hired worker should be able to cope with this. Yep, there we go. Perfect. And we're gonna get a lot of rice. How cool is that? Right. Hershey's and the feed mill 2. Last time around I mentioned the feed mill 2. I wanted to wait a little with that. Well, I did, but now it's filled with products as well. So what we got here, we got water, power, silage, straw, hay, egg, grain, chicken, and meat. That produces dog food and total mixed rations and sewage and also byproducts. Oh, we could test the byproducts from down here. But look at that. Look at this. How cool is that? It's got its own spline. He's just driving around. I mean, how cool is that? Yep. That's a first. Yep. As I said, I know a screenshot when I see one. Right. Power goes in there. And all of your stuff, well, not most of it, it goes in here, at least for the silage. Silage, hay and straw. And then all the other products goes into... Where was it? Oh yeah, over here. That's for the dog food. And the silage. And dog food we got in here. That's a lot of it. Look at that. That's a lot of dog food. And the silage, or the TMR, you can get from... Where is it? I think it's under... Here. Yep. Under there. Drive your truck under here and you get TMR. That's pretty awesome. Right. The Hershey's. That's just next door. So let's just run. Takes a lot of materials to be built. But once you get it going, it gets going. Look at this place. Huh? Look at it. Wow. So yeah, in here you get sugar. A lot of it. And over here we got a lot of stuff. We got peanuts, we got rice, we got, oh, don't mention it. Let me find the icon and I shall tell you. Coconut, yeah, strawberries, power cells, water, rice, peanuts, milk, sugar, cocoa. I think that's about it. And then we're gonna have some syrups and some Hershey's variety. A lot of thrash and some dead cells as well. And sewage. Right, all cool stuff. Let's go in here in the warehouse and take a little look at what we got of interesting things in here. Hershey's stuff. Yep, look at that. Ooh, chocolate. Yum, yum. And down here is... What is that? That's the syrup. Yeah. Shush. Be quiet. Syrup and some chocolate. Lovely. Really, really lovely. I do like chocolate. Right. Next on the agenda, well, that'll be Nick's hideaway. Yep, that is quite the task to getting over here. and he needs a lot of stuff. So, yeah, let's take a look. Yep, there we go already. Barley, hops, hemp, copper and nickel, paper, power cells, water, sugar, and mace. And in here, we get some dodgy products. We get some funny money. We get some moonshine. We get some hemp ale. And we get some cigars. So, well, there we go. Let's spawn some of it. I'd like to see what it's all about. Let's start for one end off. Moonshine. There we go. Just one. And the funny money. And the cigar. And the hemp ale. And that should be it. Alright. Just over here. Yes, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. what is that? What is that? That's the moonshine. Yeah, of course. Yep. Oh, that's the funny money. And that's the hemp cigars. Okay. And the hemp ale. Yeah, that's gonna be a heck of a party if we can remember anything. Cool. Absolutely awesome. It's time to go fish. It is time to go fish. So, how do we get in the fishing boat? Well, dash, switch to trains. You're going to press that. And then we're going to jump in the fishing boat. Yes, how lovely. So, I've been around. I took the trip around. And let me show you. The fishing boat is on a train spline. And that means it follows a particular route. You cannot operate the fishing boat like the ferries. You can go wherever you like to. It goes, the fishing boat goes out and then around the island and then makes a little loop, a little 8, and it goes up here again. Pressing X, so that's normally where you can buy the plot of lands. Then you can see there's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6 squares out here in the water. That is the fishing spots. So the 6 fishing spots, that's is directly aligned with the fishing ponds down here. It says fish production or fishing bait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're gonna deliver fishing bait and then you're gonna get seafood. As you can see here, we got a lot of seafood because I've already been around with the bait. What you're gonna do is switch to the fishing boat. I'm gonna start it up. When you're in the fishing boat, you just press forward and then you start moving. So we're just riding along here in our fishing boat, and it takes a little time for it to slow down, so you might want to just brake in good time as you're gonna overshoot it. There we go, just trying to stop. Brakes a little better than the normal trains. If you try to trains on the farming simulator, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right there, start filling, it says. It's pretty far away. You're gonna press F5 and you can see that the front here is just next to the unload point. So that's exactly what you need. But just take it slow and just start braking just before you enter this zone here, and you should be good to go. We got a lot of fish bait, and pressing R, then it says select the silo content you want to load into your vehicle. So we got, oh, that's a lot, 3.4 million liters of fish bait. Oh wow, okay, that should do it. Let's fill up the boat here. So I've been around once, so we should have some seafood to collect. So hopefully I can show you just how to give the different kinds of ponds fish bait and show you how to get seafood. Toot toot, that wasn't me. That's me. Toot. Alright, slow down, slow down, slow down. So it's gonna be the first time for me as well to pick up the seafood. It's gonna be interesting to see. So we should have something like start overloading fish bait. Start overloading, yeah, we're gonna brake. And we unload. Fish bait is going in there. Gonna push F5 to see. Yep, so you see the red little square there. That's where the fish bait goes in. And then we move a little bit forward. And then we should be able to pick up the seafood. So it's either or. You can't have fish bait and seafood on the boat. You just have to have one or the other. So yeah. But there we got the first kind of seafood, 100,000 units. So we're gonna get that. There we go. That's the first. That could be cool if we could put out the fish bait as well. But yeah, limitations of the game, I guess. Nonetheless, let's continue. And there we go. Well, it's good to be back. Yeah, let's see. That was quite the catch. 500,000 units. Pretty awesome. 83% full. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna unload it here. I guess. Not sure. Oh, stop. Break. That was the correct spot. There we go. Unload. Or overload, or what do you want to call it? Yep. So it's going somewhere. Alright. Cool. We need to jump in on the other side to take a look. Let's do that. And that means we're going to the fish processing. Yes. Visit. There we go. That's our boat. Hello. And you are going in where? Guess over here or there? There, I guess. Oi. Power cells. Oh, we need some power cells down here. Ah, well, that we do need. They go there. Okay, well, let me just grab some power cells and I'll be right back. Okay, I got one load, and that's 30, what was it, 31%? You're so very noisy. Yeah, 31%, so that should do enough for showcasing. Let's move on just a little bit, so we're gonna get some more things of each, so we can see what's going on. Yeah, so I just moved on to the very next day, the next morning. It's 8 o'clock. We got something produced, right? Look at that. 7,000 caviars, 48,000 lobster. Holy moly. Started to crab and salmon as well. Okay, so, and we got 10,000 seafood left. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable amount. Let's take a look at the goodies in here. And I suspect you can sell that for a lot of, oi, look at that. Looks like crabs and lobster on top here. And that gotta be, what, caviars? No. I don't know. Well, we got the products right there. Okay, cool. Well. Awesome. Awesome. The last thing I want to look into is the thrash. Is this one? Right. Color? Blue? Oh. Let's keep it green. Right, that one there. Okay. Yeah, don't ask. Another accident. We have a few of them. When you have to work that hard, things to go wrong, and yeah, just ignore it. Right, garbage truck. We could take a little drive down to Oldman's mill and get some trash collected for him. I think that will be a brilliant idea. So why don't we do that? Hang on. Yep, and once you get the garbage truck down here next to the garbage thingies, containers, then if you just start to press R with refuel, and this should take care of it. I think it works just like when you're adding, I don't know, seed or fertilizer into your planters. Just press R. Yep, like that. It's going in, at least. Perfect. Let's take the two last one. So, Oldman can produce some more stuff. There we go. 6,000 units. Right. Let's go to the landfill and see how much it sells for. So, we should be able to sell it over here on this godforsaken island. The Thrashy Island. And where supposedly? Yeah, there's a lot of thrash. There we go. Yep, let's see how much we're gonna get. 6,000 is not much. That adds up. Well, okay. 9,200. That's not bad. A few more trips and then the garbage truck is paid for. Don't come and say there's not money in waste. As it says, waste is gold. Yep, that's absolutely true. So, with those words, I will do a little flyby of the whole Riccis Island. It became a lot shorter series than I'd hoped for, but sometimes that's just what happens. Maybe we're gonna return, or maybe we're gonna go back to Riccis Hollow, or just Riccis in the near future, because everything's gonna be revamped and redesigned, so it could be interesting to come back to take a look at that. But yeah, I think it's been a wonderful time. It's really a lovely map, this one. I do love it. And unfortunately, we didn't have time enough to get over here and create a lot of fields visiting these islands over here and maybe settle down in one of the houses here. But yeah, as you see, there's one of the bridges. There are 7 bridges in total that needs to be built. Then you can get around on the whole map. Well, you can so anyways, but it's rather difficult to get over here because there's no real ferries. Yeah, right down here, the sawmill, lovely. Yeah, they're here. I don't know what's going on. There's some kind of real strange alien language. I don't know. Something's very weird is going on. Yeah, the orchards down here. Thrash Island, where we just were. Lovely, all the fishes. Tomato Island, yes. We went all by heart almost. Over here the pizza factory and the boat factory, and yeah, that's one of the passes that needed to be cleaned out so we can move on. And the second one is just over here. Another mountain pass. So much land you can play around with and do whatever you want. And this was the last bridge that I built, actually last night. But it's not night for you, it's day, so never mind. And also here, lovely house. Could be cool to live here, eh? Look at the view. quite a long way from anything, but yeah, you're not gonna forget a liter of milk or two or a gallon of milk. Then you're just in deep trouble, right? Yeah, well, too bad, sonny boy. You got a long way home. So yeah, pretty cool. We got everything built here on Ricci's island. We got all the bridges, we got all the mount passes, got all the factories built, and we got all the products produced. I have had a wonderful time, I must say so. And the next episode then shall be 10 of my most precious tips and tricks. So, with those words, I thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, then please take care, stay safe, and be cool. Bye!